Hello my sweeties and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Celise and thank you for joining my spooky little family. In today's video, we will be talking about Tammy and the T-Rex. Let's get into the video. Tammy and the T-Rex, written and directed by Stuart Raffill, follows an evil scientist that implants the brain of Michael, a murdered high school student, into a Tyrannosaurus. He escapes, wreaks vengeance on his high school tormentors, and is reunited with his sweetheart, Tammy. This film stars Denise Richards, Paul Walker, Theo Fawcett, Ellen Dubin, and Terry Kaiser. If you have seen Tammy and the T-Rex, I really hope you can just take a minute to process all the work I just put in for y'all because inspired by the Queen. Speaking of Denise Richards, let's get right into performances. I went into this film fairly blindly, did not know really what it was about. All I knew was that Denise Richards was in it. So I was like, okay, but I had absolutely no idea until I started playing this film that Paul Walker is also in this. And that for me was like shocking. Also, he doesn't even look like himself in this movie, which was weird. Paul Walker and Denise Richards are definitely the standout performances in this film. Everyone else was kind of just pretty meh, and their line deliveries were like a little bit of a mess. Obviously, this is more on the comedy side than horror, but some of these line deliveries, baby. Denise Richards is obviously a perfect choice for our girl next door. And to be honest, she is a lot of fun in this movie. I was pleasantly surprised with her. I was never really, I know, this may be like surprising or whatever. I was never a massive Denise Richards fan. And then I watched this and I was like, okay, we love to see an actress just have a good time and live her best life. She really gets what kind of movie this is, and that is why, honestly, we stan a queen. Now, before we get into the specifics and the scenes I really liked, I want to talk to you really quick about how this movie came to life. Stuart Raffill said that this film actually happened only because him and his friends had access to a full-size T-Rex animatronic. Basically, his friend called him up and was like, hey, I have this T-Rex that's going to an amusement park soon, and you know what? Like, the arms work, the eyes move, the head moves, and I think we should just, like, make a movie. And Stuart Raffill was like, cool, what's the story? And this guy was like, I don't know, but we only have a month with this T-Rex, so we should get it going. Basically, Stuart was just like, cool, let's do it. He banged out a script in a week. It was really not fully a script, so when they started filming, he basically would ask the cast and crew what they would like to see happen next. So just everybody was living their best life and really working together on this set. Honestly, we just love to see a director be really, really sweet and just want to collab with his actors and crew. Like, that's so fun. This film does a really great job in the comedy department. It is really funny. It is really cheesy. The acting is so over the top. There is actually this one scene that is genuinely hilarious, and I laugh every time I see it. When Denise Richards like faints, and it is like the worst faint I've ever seen. I mean, obviously it's on purpose, but how funny it is just so good. Like, I see that and I'm just like, let me act out real quick. Speaking of that scene, let's get right into some scenes I liked. One thing I really love about this film is the opening scene. I love this like amazing, fun, very 90s dance number that like Denise Richards and all her little friends in class are doing. Honestly, I wanted to be there. It's also just one of those scenes that you already know this is gonna be a B movie, and it's just a great time. Another really good scene that I liked would have to be when they're cutting Michael's head open to take out his brain for the animatronic. can we just like talk about how completely awful like the body looked? Because it was so clearly like Paul Walker laying there up until they started cutting into his skull. It just so clearly looked like a mannequin. So my favorite moment in this film, I know it might be a little basic. I know most of y'all are going to be in the comments like, damn girl, that was my favorite scene too. And like with good reason. We gotta talk about how the ending scene is it. It is 100% it. Seeing Tammy find a way to keep Michael's brain alive until they find a new body for him by like attaching it to her computer and her speakers and her video camera. So like he's able to speak and see. And then she performs this cute little like striptease for him and the brain hookups like spark. It is literally amazing. Another thing that I was pleasantly surprised with this film was the kills. I honestly feel like these kills are amazing. They are literally so perfect for this movie. They are completely ridiculous. I actually watched the uncut version of this film, which was really cool because it has all the cool gore scenes compared to the theatrical release, which was actually changed to a PG-13 film so that it could be more family friendly. Overall, this film is very short, so me talking about the scenes I liked is me really just saying I liked the entire film. All right, you guys, I want to say again before I get into my overall rating that this is 100% a B movie. It is a lot more on the comedy sci-fi side than it is horror, but it has some really great kills. And if you watch the uncut version, you definitely won't be disappointed. If you're into B movies and you love that very over-the-top acting and over-the-top silliness, kind of like Happy Death Day or anything from Frank Henenlotter, then this is definitely a film for you. I am going to be giving Tammy and the T-Rex 3 Levs out of 5. This is definitely highly entertaining. It is definitely a good late night film. And if you really just want to vibe and see Denise Richards in her like early stages of her career, like this is the film. If you would like to see Tammy and the T-Rex, you can watch it if you have Shudder right now in the US. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe as it really helps me a lot. And don't forget to hit the little notification bell to be up to date every single time I upload. And let me know in the comments, have you seen Tammy and the T-Rex? Do you plan on watching it? I'd love to talk about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.